president is on a state visit to Pakistan. So I was just looking back at the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, and I was just wondering. Russia was once called the war machine. Actually, Trump said that it is a war machine, and this war is, undecisive and can't be won by any side. So Trump would negotiate a peace between, both the Volodymyrs, the Putin and the Zelensky. So I was just wondering, is Russia scared this time? This war machine all of a sudden, unfortunately, can't find Russian soldier or, brave enough Russian men to, fight and secure their own borders, or secure their, actually not their borders, actually secure the occupied borders that Russia has invaded of the Ukrainian territory to fight with the Ukrainian macho army. So all that macho nacho don't mess with us attitude of Russia, I don't know where that has gone, because nowadays the Russian war is being fought by the satellite state or the friends of Russia, whether it's Kim Jong-un's North Korean army, who is apparently, according to the Indian media, addicted to some stuff, and Ramadan Kadyrov's, those very fat ass, big beard, Muslim guys who are fighting on behalf of Russia against these, incredibly brave and courageous Ukrainian soldiers. So are they scared of just the Ukrainian army or Vladimir Zelensky or what else? But in any case, this actually kind of puts Zelensky and his boys and Ukrainian army in a very, extraordinary, masculine and courageous position where, there are these Ukrainian men and Ukrainian army who have, safely evacuated women and children and elderly, and they're defending their country, their homeland, their motherland with such courage. And it's not just Russia, but it's also Russian friends, or maybe, out of love, since Vladimir Putin said that Ukraine is beautiful, and it's that in a way that a masculine way would say that this beautiful feminine entity of Ukraine belongs to Russia. Said that and it's very difficult for Vladimir Putin to actually send the Russian soldiers to fight with Ukrainians, because they are just so much in love with Ukrainians and Ukraine, and who knows, Vladimir Zelensky too. And so they have refused to obey orders and go to Ukraine and fight the Ukrainian army. There could be anything. Also, it kind of reminds me of the love and hate relationship Pakistan-India has, because it seems like the Indian army hates Pakistan, but then again they also protected Pakistani army in Bangladesh in 1971 by not handing them over to the very angry Bangladeshi mobs who wanted to kill them and persecute them and get them to a trial and then court martial them, or in the civilian court trial them and then hang them or imprison them or whatever. So the sweet little Indian army actually protected the Pakistani army, and then there was an agreement in Shimla, India, in Himachal, the state of Himachal, in Shimla, where Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and then Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi signed a deal to get all those war prisoners handed over to Pakistan. And now India, since they do, they have this love and hate relationship with Pakistani army, they won't, have this full-fledged war with, Pakistan. So they have trained, Taliban and, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or the Pashtuns or the Afghan Talibans to actually fight the war for them, because they're just so much in love with Pakistan and Pakistan army that they can't fight each other. So they use it. I mean, this is bullshit. The international politics and international relations have become so stupid at that time, at times, so stupid and so illogical, and it's just so crazy. um I think the entire world is just so is going crazy because they're just so anti-Semitic, and they're just so focusing on Israel and the terrorist, Israel versus terrorist, Hamas and terrorist, Hezbollah and terrorist, all those people, Houthis and the terrorist Palestinians. So I think they have lost their balance and they don't know what they're doing. You see Putin, they are the biggest supporters of Palestinians, and they are actually not fighting their own wars. They're asking their friends to fight their war. So I think it's a crazy world. The world is getting crazier day by day. So I hope we find some sense, and yeah, it becomes a more sensible, stable world soon. Yeah, thank you for watching.